Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example.
Could be danger here! And he's straight offside. Looking for the run. He's got away. Courtois claims comfortable.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Pass is just off target. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Yamal is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah,
he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. To get them off and running. Never any doubt. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
So, a breakthrough already. Neymar. Xabi Alonso deals with that comfortably. Knocks it into space. Van Dijk plays it all the way forward. Milan were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Neymar! He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Milan with a free kick then. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. Neymar! And it's Gerrard. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Cross needs to be good. Neymar is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Looking to play him in. Lewandowski! And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And this is Neymar. Oh, that's fabulous. And the shot! Sticks it away! And they're at it again in double quick time. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. That is a great pick out. Rummenigge gets through on his own. And that was very necessary. Messi. That is good alertness. Great vision. Oh, easy pickings there. Rafinha. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Messi. Looking for options for movement. Cruyff. That looks a good ball through. And he's managed to get free. Can he finish? Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Defending was strong and firm. Cadiolu cuts out the pass. Xavi Alonso. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And he's one-on-one, surely! And he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Hazard with the delivery. Oh, important interception. Rummenigge tries to pass it through. And this is Neymar. He has found the way through. It's Neymar! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are pulling clear here. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Milan find a position of real strength now. Maldini gets over and the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
Milan absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Milan very much in control here, 3 up and cruising. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Shapes to shoot! It's a goal! It is no contest, it is a landslide. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it.
He's through and all alone! Takes a shot! Eder Militao. Little pass back. Rafinha.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And that looks a decent ball. He's found the way through. He gets big. No mistake. Oh, lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. That's a little off target. Rummenigge, great ball, and he's in here. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And he shoots! They've done it! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Neymar! Brought out the best in the keeper.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Now it's Neymar. Gets a good foot in there. Otto did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 10. Viene sostituito con il numero 22.
Pass somewhat off target. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. And he's intervened well there. Out to the left it goes. Rafinha. Thuram. Cruyff. And it's Vieira. And this is Hullet. He's shifting through the gears here. Good claim. No margin for error there. Oh, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And this is Lewandowski. Oh, no. No circumventing this opponent. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 9.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Numero 30. Messi.
Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
Rodrigo has totally shown his greedy streak, and the boss is not happy, I can tell you.
Lovely. Now then. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. He's gone for goal!
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 7. Hazard. Lascia il campo per il numero 29.
That has not gone well. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Big header! Oh, denied at the last.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
The ball goes in. A header! He's got a goal! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Oh, he's been caught napping. He's having a shot! Oh, taken with style. They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary. And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Referee has gone straight to his pocket. Yes, a second yellow, and he's off. The players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions.
Del Piero!
Oh, crossbar! Oh, impressive strike. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And it's Del Piero. And it's been played through. Rummenigge. Rafinha, played out to the left flank. Now it's Mbappe. He's picked his way through. Nicely weighted ball. Gattuso. Pele plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Can he get on the end of this? Rodrigo. That's a good ball out wide. That is a brilliant interception. Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Rummenigge. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And he's lost his man here. Rummenigge. Oh, hang on. So much time and space here. He's scored! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable.
Look, all they want to hear right now...
And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.
Attenzione signore e signori, ricordiamo a tutti i tifosi di non perdere di vista i propri bambini durante la partita. Per la loro...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. It is a deep, deep sea of yellow, beautifully effervescent yellow. That is what you're faced with when you come to Dortmund. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Okay, I'm probably going to be accused of fullback bias again, Peter, but Giuliano Belletti is someone I see as having a key role.
Your type of player?
Yeah, he's very confident defensively, first and foremost. He knows that's his job, so he's not the type that's going to be constantly rushing up and down the flank at 100 miles per hour, delivering crosses.
Oh no, what has happened here? Rummenigge, he has found a way through. Vieira gets rid without sophistication. That has ended up in no man's land. Aquinic, and a chance! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So, a breakthrough already. Now it's Messi. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Neymar. Oh, there's a probing ball, nicely spread. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Yeah. Neymar is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Nicely weighted ball. Cruyff. He's a sharp little ball here. Crossing, gets his head on it! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Oh, that was vital. Borussia Dortmund are looking to break at pace. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent...
Rummenigge! Oh, split-second reaction.
Rummenigge actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Roberto Carlos. It's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Pull it. Spread out to the left. Neymar plays it in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Oh, what a climb! Cleared away. And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Messi. Davids. And it's McTominay. Roberto Carlos. 15 minutes till half-time. Oh, that's a great chance! Sticks it away! They have come roaring back!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Borussia Dortmund grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Cruyff. And he's got his range wrong there. Belletti. That's good running with the ball. McTominay, a player who needs no introduction. And this is Roberto Carlos. Plays it in low. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Hullet. Neymar. Can he spark a counter here? Well, played right into his path. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Corner number 2 then. He rises! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Neymar quietly revving up. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Roberto Carlos.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Looking for the run. Roberto Carlos. And here's Cruyff. Hullet. And this is Hullet. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And we've reached half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Milan are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score.
Quick reminder today, please have your entry tickets at hand as it's time to announce today's winning lottery numbers.
There's the whistle then to start the second half. Vieira spots it and intercepts. Now it's Messi. Now this could be a chance. He's having a shot!
Forlan really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Back into the middle. Messi, he's got plenty of space out wide here. Van der Sar claims it without any fuss.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Borussia Dortmund finding their passes. Vieira.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And he's worked it through. Rummenigge has it in a wide position. Terrific header! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Borussia Dortmund are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape. Certainly when the...
Climbs up big! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
The attendance for this match was 60,179.
Cruyff. Oh, he's burst through. McTominay can so cleverly bypass the press. And here's Messi. Pinches it off him. Oh, good-looking ball. Neymar. Rummenigge has created one goal already. And it's Davids. And this is Forlan. Oh, what a... There's the shot! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund, number 7.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Borussia Dortmund get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
And reclaimed it in a trice. He's being urged to shoot.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. Ibrahimovic gives it back. And here's Rafinha. Beckham. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Belletti. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Can he get it through? Oh, no joy this time.
Borussia Dortmund clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Beckham. Could move up a gear here. And he's had it nicked away. And he's forced to go back. Vieira. Looking to play him in. Driving through the middle. Real chance! It's in! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
This is quite a battle.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Hazard. It's a good look. He gets big. Oh, yes, it's there! Late in the day, this could well be it! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Milan complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out. Could be danger here! All hands on deck for this one. They've played it short. Lovely bit of skill.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And the counter is on. And the number on the board is 3. Van Dijk. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Davids. Not. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Milan have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure.
We come to you now with a quick request
picking up
for
the Man of the
support
Match
for our
award,
World
and
Charity
no
Fund.
surprise there. Milan leave it late, but in the end, it was great.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. And as you can see, we've already started here. Who do you, Jim, see? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Referee's given a throw. Cruyff. He's found a way past. Chance to deliver. Guardiola deals with that comfortably. That's a lovely pass, and that is expertly dealt with. Now it's Hazard. He's a sharp little ball here. Koundé looking to penetrate opposition lines. Cruyff. Oh, played through for the wide man. He's picked his way through. Looks across and plays it in. Shot a goal! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Koundé. Oh, what a mistake! Oh, chance!
Goal! Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
A momentary lapse exploited with glee.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
So, a breakthrough already. Oh, Red, nice interception. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Cruyff. Cruyff, played in. He rises! That's a half-decent try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Hernandez.
Bayer Leverkusen clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
And the Sar claims comfortably. And there's his chance to lead the counter. That has not gone well. Hazard. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Looking for the run. Played into space out wide.
Oh, great feat, that.
Pullet plays it. Up he goes! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Oh, smashing header! Harmlessly behind. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Neymar is wide and looking to get onto this. Pullet. Played out to the left flank. Stood up well to him there. Pullet. And Pullet! Neymar plays it in. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is.
Milan have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
That's a good ball out wide. Now it's Rice. Mohamed Salah hangs in across. Van Dijk goes long. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Gullit dominates aerially so often. Pass somewhat off target. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, that's fabulous. Salah plays it in. And now the breakaway. Mohamed Salah. And it's Gullit. Cruyff. Milan looking to pass their way through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Rice. It's a really well-measured ball. Rummenigge takes a shot! It's hit the upright. Bellingham. And it's Rice. Koundé. It's a pretty loose pass. Looking for options for movement. Neymar's... Oh, what a climb! Ruud Gullit! Oh, it's fabulous! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. The move... And the first 45 minutes are up. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Milan really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Milan go in at half-time on a comfortable two-goal cushion. And the action is back underway. Rice. And Koundé. And here's Mohamed Salah. Aims beyond the defence. What a throw in. And he's cut it out. Rummenigge. Not the most accurate pass. Hernandez. Now it's Hazard. No, again there's no way through. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Oh, super find. And he welcomes it in. And a chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. Great ball if he can get there. He's shifting through the gears here. And the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Milan with this two-goal lead. They're certainly looking much the more assured side. Oh, he's burst through. Now that is a hefty challenge. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And he's managed to get free. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Gullit is onto this. Oh, he's bustling through here. Good decision by the keeper, got that exactly right. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Cruyff! Out to the right. Mohamed Salah. Couldn't squeeze it through. Rummenigge. Rijkaard, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And this is Neymar. Oh, this looks sharp. Koundé did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Maldini makes the interception.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Rijkaard making good progress on the right-hand side. Pinches it off him. Cruyff. Engages and forces him off the ball. Cruyff. Now it's Neymar. Into the last quarter of an hour.
Rummenigge really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And this is Hullet. Tries a shot! Yes! And the lead is extended still further. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
And yes, it's him again.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 11.
We have got
Neymar.
Changes here from both sides, in
Numero
fact.
8. Numero
3-0
23.
and things are
Numero
starting to look
18.
awfully cosy.
Gerrard. Numero 14. Vieira. Lascia
Crosses
il
a
campo per
terrific
il
header.
numero 5. Il
Decent
numero
attempt,
15.
but not quite good enough.
Il numero 7. Hazard. Il numero 6. Il numero 21. Cambio di giocatori.
He's looking wide. Ahead by 3, but they won't want to take their foot off the pedal. And this is Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper. Milan have their third corner. Big header! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Strokes it back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
Rummenigge. Can he finish? Rummenigge! Truly a man who will pass the test of time. He's got himself an absolute peach. Over the hills and far away. No catching them now.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
It's become a case of men against boys. Gattuso. Rodri does really well to win the ball there. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And this is Hazard. Ibrahimovic. He gets big. And he's hit it too high. Hernandez. Mbappe. He's got away. Mbappe. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Milan really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Rummenigge taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Your reflections then, Jim?
Milan definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. We have already started here.
There is the lithe figure of Ed Nielsen.
Well, I think it's his athleticism that's helped him pioneer that style of playing out from the back, probably before the term even existed, Peter. He'll have a massive part to play in ensuring this team keeps its shape.
In what way?
Well, he'll effectively switch between centre-back and defensive midfielder, constantly sniffing out danger, but it's his ability to turn creative.
It's Neymar! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? Quality ball. Ed Nielsen! Oh, bang on target. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And it's gone back to the keeper. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
He's not got that quite right. Seedorf, and this is Neymar. Up he goes! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So, a breakthrough already. That is good strength. Delivers with whip. That's a decent clearance. He's having a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And that has been knocked clear. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Edmilson. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. He has a look up, tries a shot, and kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. That's the keeper's ball. Milan are looking to go forward now. And the keeper's got it again.
Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
More and more pressure on the ball here. Pinches it off him. Vieira can see things others simply cannot. Cruyff with the cross. It's a mighty effort! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
And this is Hullet. And he was quick to react. Arsenal trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. And it's Koundé. Yamal, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. That's good running with the ball. And this is Romario. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Donnarumma. Koundé. Now it's Pedri. And here's Romario. Passes. He's had a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Hullet. Looking to play him in. Hullet. He's shifting through the gap. And a chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
And Romario! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Yamal promptly onto that, and that is that. Neymar is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Koundé, great vision. And here's Yamal.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
And it's Seedorf. And he has been fouled there. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Yeah, he may feign to shoot and just play it into the box.
Koundé. Cross into the box. Pass somewhat off target. And this is Neymar. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Here we go again then.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, he's played it in low.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Tries to play it through. Threads one in. That's been slipped through. He's gone away. Cruyff's cross. That's a decent clearance. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Yamal does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Maldini. He won't be happy with that one. The message is clear, none shall pass. Arsenal are looking to break at pace. Now it's Pedri. Back into the middle. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best
L'affluenza di
decision.
quest'oggi è di 80.314 spettatori.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Pedri knocks it out wide. Can he get it through? Yamal. Well read, and the danger is averted. Played out wide. Koundé's cross. Oh, that was vital. Ambitious ball here. Rummenigge. That's good play.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And he cuts out the supply. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Neymar. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 8, numero 11, Neymar. Numero 23,
Thuram.
numero
Nicely
14,
weighted ball. Hazard.
numero 18,
And he's managed to get free. Plays it. Oh, smashing header!
il numero 15.
Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Seedorf. Maldini, the man that is tenacity personified. Edmilson. Tries to pass it through. No, that's been intercepted. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Pedri. Looking for the run. Romario driving forwards.
Arsenal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
That has ended up in no man's land. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Now that looks a decent ball. There's the shot! And it's in! Do not write them off! Back they come!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
It's a threatening ball. Little doubt, that is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. The pass has gone astray. The final 5 minutes. That's a good run down the left. Now, can they get him away? Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
Defending of the desperate variety. And it's lofted through here. Now, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Time added on will be 2 minutes.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. And we're done. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
We're in the presence of goalkeeping greatness, a man with total command of his defence.
I must say, I wouldn't fancy going eyeball to eyeball with him.
No, I mean, I always like a vociferous keeper, and Oliver Kahn would be perfect for me.
Can he get onto this? Thuram makes the interception. That is ended up in no man's land. And this is Van Basten. Oh, important interception. Neymar. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Davids. Barella. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Caceres cuts out the pass. Baresi.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Neymar. Neymar. And the shot's on here. He's through now, it's a terrific header. Big moment, massive goal.
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. Chance for a shot! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Davids. Baresi wins the duel this time. Now it's Van Basten. Over to the left. Back into the middle. Cruyff quietly revving up. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, this is a... And the finish! Quite brilliant from Griezmann! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again. Well, he's going for goal! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Tries to play it through. That is a great pick out. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Now it's Cruyff. Now, can they get him away? Can he finish? Just sails past the upright.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Davids, pass somewhat off target. Rummenigge. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he get it through? And he welcomes it in. He is through here. Cruyff tries to get it clear. Great vision. Now it's Barella. Well read, nice interception. And it's Cruyff. Griezmann, a player who needs no introduction. A probing pass. Nicely worked. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Decent chance! Rummenigge! That is just brilliant! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And they've got their lead back. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick. Bullet! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Well, they've got it back and takes a shot! And that is wildly off target.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Van Belten. Here's Caceres. Gnabry. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Couldn't squeeze it through. Yeah. Well, the less said about that pass, the better. We are into overtime. Neymar is, of course, well known for his dunk. Real chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? And we hit half-time. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Milan are leading by one in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
That gets things going for the second half. Gnabry could try cutting inside. He rises! It's bounced back off the post. Rijkaard picks it up from the goal kick. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Gnabry plays it in. Played out wide. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Neymar. Rummenigge looking to add to his goal, looking to play him in. Oh, that's a very deep... He's having a shot! It's a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
So the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and
oh, what a climb! Oh, special! That is a special goal! He's got himself an absolute peach. Certain, searing and imperious.
Well, you've always got that threat when he's around. Great movement, and what a great header.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
We have got ourselves a game here.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it's...
Chance! He's got a goal! Again, we are level! What a contest!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us. Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
We have ourselves a real game here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Big header! It's hit the upright. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Van Basten actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Sostituzione per il Milan.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Griezmann with the short one.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 15.
Flashes it, climbs up big!
Il numero 5.
Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Cambio di giocatori.
Oh, that's a key interception. Passing is crisp and sharp. Owen, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Well, that's a little loose. Spread out to the left. Gnabry with he gets big. Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
And it's Ibrahimovic. Well timed, excellent interception. That's an imaginative pass. That has been cut short. Syria ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. And reclaimed it in a trice. Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Spread it left. Gnabry. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. Here comes another cross.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
He's found the way through. It's a promising position. Swings in across. Oh, smashing header! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
He's got tall. And that's a real chance missed.
Rummenigge fully appreciates that. He could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
And here's Owen. He's found a way through, and the shot! He scores! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Syria take the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. And it's hoisted clear. Looking for options for movement. Shapes to shoot! Oh, taken with style! They have stolen level at the last! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And yes, it's him again. So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
And a chance! Oh, extraordinary. Can he get on the end of this? Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. Well, that looks a decent ball. He's a sharp little ball here. Looking for the run. Rafinha. Cross from Rafinha. It's a mighty effort! The last act of a game, which they chased to the very end. It finishes all square, but boy, they were close to snatching it. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Your reflections then, Jim? So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Red and black wherever you turn. The San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. And that gets things running. Van der Sar making himself the star of this show. Hard to believe, really, that he's already made it up to 300 appearances.
Well, Peter, he has been the servant who keeps on giving to this team. You don't get to do what he has without a dedication and motivation that simply never wavers.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Oh, nicely intercepted. Pass somewhat off target.
And that pass just didn't quite work.
Figo.
Oh, that's a key interception. Pull it.
Neymar.
You can never be short of runners into space.
Up he goes! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Pepe. Michael.
That has not gone well.
I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Thuram. Nicely aimed pass.
Here's Vieira.
Davids.
And it's Neymar. Pass is just off target. Xavi.
Beckenbauer. First quarter of an hour gone. Davids.
Now it's Owen.
Maldini cuts out the pass. Gullit looks to get on the end of this.
Still goalless. Figo.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Terrific header! He will be livid with himself.
Well, just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter.
Xavi. Ronaldinho.
And it's Roberto Carlos. And he's picked out the run. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Cruyff.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Neymar tries to he's got full. Crossbar comes to the rescue. Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Milan have taken the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Ronaldinho.
Now it's Mbappe. Figo. Looking to play him in.
Van Dijk deals with that comfortably.
Can he spark a counter here?
Ronaldinho
Calmly anticipates. Another pass just keeps it ticking over.
Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. And it's Hullet. Well timed, excellent interception. Ronaldinho quietly revving up. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Figo. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. He's on it. Can he get away? It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Owen. Oh, that looks a cracking ball.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Rummenigge looking for the run. It's a threatening ball. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Milan presented with a golden opportunity here. The chance to pull further clear. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, no joy this time. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And he's going to have his name taken. And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Milan.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle.
Peter, it's not often I'll focus on the influence of a goalkeeper, but Vitor Baia is an exception I'm happy to make. Consistently strong and one of Portugal's very best players, never mind just keepers.
Yeah, I very much doubt his nation has ever had anyone better in that position. Well timed, excellent interception. And here's Hullet. Cruyff. And Cruyff! Oh, just fizzes past the post.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That's been slipped through. Shoots! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Rummenigge. Vieira. And it's Cruyff. And here's Hullet. He's got away. In by Hullet.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Opts to play it back. Chance for a shot! Cruyff! No one quite like him! About as smooth as it gets. And Milan have the lead. Terrible error, duly punished.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Besiktas finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Maldini does really well to win the ball there. Aims beyond the defence. That has ended up in no man's land. Well, that is not the best ball. And Rummenigge! Oh, special! That is a special goal! A finish right from the top draw. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Tries to pass it through. Great vision. Shot could be on. There's a no-nonsense tackle.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Gerrard. Looking to play him in. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Cruyff. Neymar is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Vieira. Look at the space here. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. No, again there's no way through. And it's Neymar. Baia clears. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Cruyff. He's found a way through. And this is Hullet. Oh, shooting chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are pulling clear here. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react.
He's having a shot! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Besiktas are looking to go forward now. Rummenigge. Shot a goal! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Milan heading towards the half-time break. The win very much in their sails. Gerrard. Roberto Carlos. Thuram makes the interception. Rummenigge. Now it's Hullet. That looks a good ball through. He's through and all alone! He can get that clear. Vieira. Can he get it through? And the finish! And the keeper has done it off. Top stop.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Milan have their third corner. Big header! Oh, what? And again!
There will be 3 minutes.
And how did he not make it 4?
Vieira clearly knew where that was falling. He'll be disappointed he didn't put it away.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Maldini. Milan looking to pass their way through. He's gone for goal. Now that was quite some save.
Yeah, it seemed the right range, and I guess it was worth a try.
This possibly the last play of the half. Terrific header. Went with his head, but... And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Milan very much in control here, 3 up and cruising. And the second half gets underway. Cruyff. Hullet. Cruyff gets flagged offside. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Big chance! He scores! Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
And yes, it's him again. Great chance! It's in! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
It's become a case of men against boys.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Spread neatly. The muscular approach does pay off here. Hullet.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
That has been cut short. Thuram. Besiktas appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Time and again they are repelled. Now it's Neymar. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now that shapes to shoot! It's there! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
They're still trying to make a game of this. That's an imaginative pass. In with the challenge. Caceres is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Neymar.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, super ball! Neymar. And there's green grass ahead of him. Cannavaro. That's Thuram. Gullit does well to get it back. Milan have it back and can go again. He's beaten the shot! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
I think it's a very fair effort, Peter, considering he didn't have much in the way of space to play with.
Substitution.
They're up to 5 corners now. And now a sudden chance to counter. Bullish header! He has done it! And this is getting ridiculous, borderline crazy.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
And it didn't take him long. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And he is going into that little black book. Platini, and he's managed to get free. It's a good... He's got tall! And he couldn't keep it down. Roberto Carlos. It's gone for a throw-in. Oh, terrible pass. He has found the way through. That has not gone well.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Impressive strike.
Well, that was just asking too much of himself from there.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Threads one in. And that's a simple one for the keeper. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Vieira demonstrating his defensive quality there. That pass has been well intercepted. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And he's worked it through. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Thuram has got himself a free kick. Now it's Drogba. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Caceres gets over and intercepts. Thuram. 5 minutes to add. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And it's Fernando Torres. It's a pretty loose pass. A probing pass. Fernando takes a shot! Oh, denied at the last. Punched away. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Milan looking by any yardstick formidable, truly enjoyable to watch, and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them.